Alright guys, so today we're going to be installing SVE Lowering Springs on my car just to give it a slight drop, about 1.5 inches. So here's the new spring and here's the old spring that I already took out. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with installing the lowering springs on the front. The first step you got to do is remove your front wheel. Okay, now with the wheel off, in order to get to the spring, we got to remove the top nut on our sway bar. Got to remove these two bolts on our strut, and then we got to remove the 2 bolts on the back of the caliper. Alright, now we got everything disconnected, got the shocks disconnected, got the sway bar disconnected, and got the brake caliper disconnected. All that's left to do is lower the control arm. You see we have it supported by the jack right now, and pull out the spring. When you lower the control arm, you be very careful so the spring doesn't fly out at you. All right, so now we got our old spring out. It's right here. It fought me, but we got it out. So we put our new isolators on our new SVE spring. So now that's all I have to do is reverse the process, put the new spring in, and bolt everything back up. Alright, so now we got our new spring in the control arm. Now that's all left to do. Jack up on the control arm, then you're going to reattach your, well, first you're going to make sure that this goes inside the sway bar. Then you're going to attach your shocks, and then your calipers last, and then you should be good to go. All right, so now moving on to the rear part of the suspension. I already taken off the wheel, and in order to drop the rear spring, you're gonna have to loosen the bottom nut on the shocks and let the suspension drop down. All right, so this is the car all lowered. See, it's a pretty big improvement. Before I could fit my entire fist in there. Now I can only fit like 2 fingers. So I think, yeah, it looks pretty good.